This is Mont Health Talk, a weekly program focusing on the dedicated physicians, nurses, and staff at Mont Health, the region's premier community hospital system. People with skillful hands and bright minds using state-of-the-art technology. We don't just practice medicine, we care for people like family. That's why at Mont Health you can feel the difference. Once again, welcome to this edition of Mont Health Talk.
Good morning and welcome into the program. Mont Health Talk, I'm Dave Wilson. A little bit of a change of pace today as we will be discussing the Auxiliary Trees to Go fundraiser on today's program. And joining me this morning is Nate James, Director of Volunteer and Guest Services at Mont Health Medical Center, and Kathy Pompili, Trees to Go Chair. Good morning, guys. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning. Thank you for having us.
Well, before we get into the subject at hand, we will like to get to know our guests a little bit better. So let me flip a coin here, heads, tails. Nate, you win the coin toss, so you're up first, buddy. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Fantastic. Well, my name is Nate James. I am, like Dave said, I'm the Director of Volunteer and Guest Services here at Mont Health Medical Center. I've been with Mont Health for a little over 2 years now. Previously was at Preston Memorial Hospital as their Development Director. And about 2 months ago came with this wonderful position here at the Medical Center.
So what is your role, James, as Volunteer and Guest Services Director?
So I oversee all volunteers that are in throughout the hospital. They range from all of our departments to event volunteers. We have several service dogs, so pet therapy, and happy that we also are able to, here in this coming week, offer a new pet therapy with a miniature pony coming into the hospital. So I arrange all these different events, and then I'm also the liaison for our auxiliary that helps fundraise different projects for the hospital.
Hey, Nate, is it safe to say, and this is painting with a broad brush, which gets me in trouble, your job, a lot of it is trying to make someone stay or a family who's got to come to the hospital, make it as enjoyable as possible. Is that accurate? Is that fair to say?
That is correct, yes.
Okay. And also with us is Kathy Pompili. She is the Trees to Go Chair. Kathy, tell us about you.
Well, I have volunteered at Mont Health now for almost 26 years. I have had a lot of different positions with the auxiliary. I worked in the gift shop for about 22 years, and I have served as auxiliary secretary, the board secretary, vice president, and then president. And I started the Trees to Go fundraiser about 9 years ago. It was an idea. We had to come up with new ideas to fundraise for the hospital, and this was my idea.
Hey, Kathy, how did you get started volunteering all those years ago? What got you in the door?
Well, I volunteered at my children's schools. I was real involved with that, and then once they got to junior high, I branched out.
I see. Okay, I got you there. So we're talking about the Auxiliary Trees to Go fundraiser. Kathy, you're the chair. Explain what the Trees to Go is, and we'll get into more details on the fundraiser here.
Okay, the Trees to Go is my husband and I are able to get 10 trees every year at a pretty good discount. I'll give a plug to Pool City. They've been very helpful to work with us. And then I have 10 decorators that buy their own decorations and decorate the trees. And I have 10 businesses that and there's a lot of hospital staff involved as well that sponsor the cost of the trees. And so we sell tickets $1 each or 6 for $5, and we do that for about 6 weeks. And the trees the decorations are hardwired on, so whoever wins the tree can just take the tree right out of the hospital completely decorated.
All right, we're going to step aside. We're going to get a quick break. We're going to continue the conversation, get more details on this year's Auxiliary Trees to Go fundraiser, and we'll talk more about what the Auxiliary does as well. Our guest this morning, Nate James, Director of Volunteer and Guest Services, Mont Health Medical Center, and Kathy Pompili, Trees to Go Chair. You're listening to Mont Health Talk on WAJR. We're back in a moment.
Now back to Mont Health Talk, a discussion of the issues, people, and procedures in healthcare today. If you have a question for one of our healthcare guests, call now at 304-296-0041.
Our guest this morning, Nate James, Director of Volunteer and Guest Services, Mont Health Medical Center, Kathy Pompili, the Trees to Go chair. Yes, it is that time of year again. And I'll toss this to Nate. Nate, how closely does the Mont Health Auxiliary work with the medical center, and as you try to do some of the things that you mentioned early on in the program?
Yeah, so the Auxiliary has been around for quite some time. Actually, they celebrated 100 years this year. They were founded in 1921. It's a group of individuals who support hospital initiatives of advancing the healthcare of the communities we serve. These individuals, they dedicate their time not only to fundraising efforts to support projects and provide improvements for our patients, families, and the staff of Mont Health Medical Center, but they also spend their time volunteering within the hospital. And as we see in healthcare and really any organization, volunteers are really what help the organization survive.
What are some of the things that volunteers do?
So they range in different tasks. So a lot of our volunteers will be in our specific department. So they have their own job description. For example, we have some volunteers in our emergency department. We have a lot in our scheduling in our surgery departments. We also have pathfinders that navigate throughout the hospital doing mail deliveries. So there's a wide range of volunteer opportunities for all of our members.
Who can volunteer?
Anybody. We will take anybody volunteering from 14 years up. So we have junior volunteers and adult volunteers and college volunteers.
Hey, Kathy, I would assume you enjoy volunteering since you've been doing it for, a couple of years there. But what do you enjoy most about it?
Giving back to the community that I was born and raised in Morgantown, and I just enjoy volunteering for the community.
If someone's interested, how can they get involved with the Auxiliary?
They can either reach out to myself, Nate James, at 304-598-1324, or they also can contact Kathy directly. She is our lifetime member chair at 304-291-1622. They can also visit our website at monhealth.com/auxiliary.
And like you said, Nate, there is something for everyone. You don't have to be an expert in this or that. There's plenty that needs to be done, and sounds like you're willing to accommodate folks for what they can and what they're willing to do.
Yes, that is correct. We are willing to work with anybody, whether it is a scheduling conflict with school or life just happens. We like to accommodate anybody we can.
Talking to Nate James, Director of Volunteer Guest Services this morning. Kathy Pompili, she's the Trees to Go chair. We'll talk more about that fundraiser in a moment. But what events does the Auxiliary offer throughout the year? We're talking about one event here, obviously, as we approach Christmas season. But what other events are held throughout the year through the Auxiliary?
Yeah, Dave. So we really try to do a wide range of activities and events to support different projects here at Mont Health Medical Center. Coming up here in December, we're going to have a purse and Yeti bingo. Also, during the spring and the fall, we do flower and mum sales. We also have our WVU parking. So throughout the Mont Health Medical Park, there are several parking spots available if anybody needs a place to park. We also, again, talking today with the Trees to Go sale, and then our big fundraising event is our Ball of the Year.
Oh, I've heard about the Ball of the Year. I've heard about that a time or two, Nate.
Yes, I would assume.
Yeah, we'll talk about that maybe in the spring sometime there as that approaches. But before we hit the break here, guys, back to the Trees to Go fundraiser, which is obviously coming up. Does that just benefit the Auxiliary, or are there specific projects those funds are geared toward?
We are going this year we are coming up with a new thing in the ER. Mm-hmm. And it's going to be a geriatric ER, and we were approved for that, and it's in the process of being built. And so the funds that we are raising this year are, with the Trees to Go, is going to go toward this new ER.
All right, the geriatric ER. I'll tell you what, we're going to take a break, final break, and when we come back, we're going to get all of the details and the specifics on the Trees to Go fundraiser. Personally, the idea of having a professionally decorated Christmas tree that I don't have to lug out of the attic or decorate myself is very appealing. Might be appealing to some of you as well. We'll get you all the specifics on it right after this as Mont Health continues in a moment.
This is Mont Health Talk, providing a window into the Mont Health system and the dedicated healthcare providers who work there. If you'd like to comment or ask a question, please call 304-296-0041.
Nate James, Director of Volunteer and Guest Services at Mont Health Medical Center. Kathy Pompili, Trees to Go Chair, joining us this morning as we get the details on this year's Trees to Go fundraiser. Kathy, how long did you say this fundraiser has been going on?
Since 2012, and I will add that in 2018, this event won the State Auxiliary Award for Project of the Year. Oh. So we're pretty proud of it.
All right, so what are the details? First of all, kind of set us up again. We talked about it a little bit at the beginning. There are 10 trees, is that correct?
Yes, 10 fully decorated trees, down to the skirt around the bottom, and everything is hardwired on. And so 10 lucky people will get to take a fully decorated tree home.
Where can I come get a peek of these trees?
They're in the main lobby at Mont Health Medical Center.
Are they out now, or will they be there soon?
Yes, they have been out since the first weekend of October. We got an early start.
Man, you didn't even wait for Halloween, Kathy. You got an early jump on the Christmas season. So the trees are out now. And when will people be able to purchase tickets, or can they purchase tickets already?
Yes, they can purchase tickets now. They can purchase them online at monhealth.com. They can come to the hospital gift shop and purchase tickets. And on the weekend, they can purchase tickets right at the front desk of the hospital.
All right, they're $1 each, or you can get 6 tickets for $5. Is there any limit, Kathy, on how many tickets I can purchase?
None. You can buy as many as you want. We'll sell them all.
And the more tickets you buy, the better chances are that you can win one of those trees, right?
Yes, and the drawing will be Friday, November 19th at noon.
Now, do I have to be present for that, or will you contact me when I win one of those trees?
No, you do not have to be present. I will contact everybody, all the winners, and explain to them about picking up their trees, and they usually let me know. They're usually picked up sometime during that weekend or at the latest early Monday morning.
All right, so, did you say November 19th will be the drawing, correct?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're only talking, that's 11 days from now.
Right.
All right, so you don't want to wait around. You get your tickets. When you purchase a ticket, Kathy, is it for a specific tree, or you get one of the 10?
You can put it in as many boxes as you want.
Oh, okay. So I purchase the tickets, I drop them in the box in front of the tree or to the corresponding tree?
Yes, they are marked.
Okay. So I got to buy a whole bunch of tickets and put them in all the boxes, and I can go home with all 10 trees. Can I get all 10 trees, Kathy?
If your name is drawn 10 times, you get all 10 trees.
I don't know what I would do with 10 Christmas trees.
And Dave, if you're that lucky, I want to play the lottery with you.
Buddy, you and I will go down together. We'll buy a Powerball ticket. We'll be in great shape, guys. Where can we go to learn more about, obviously, the fundraiser or the auxiliary itself?
Yeah, so you can always visit monhealth.com, and we have a specific foundation and auxiliary tab. You can learn more about our auxiliary or also our wonderful foundation here at Mont Health Medical Center.
And Kathy, are there sponsors for the trees, and who's doing the decorating?
We have local florists, and there are a few doctors' wives and a few people on hospital staff, a retired hospital staff member. So it's very community oriented.
Now, can you give us a sneak? I guess there's not really a sneak peek. They're out, but do they have themes this year? Or are they how are they decorated this year?
That is one thing that always amazes me is I have never assigned themes, but each year they're all virtually different. We have a blue and gold tree, of course, and we have a black and white tree. We have a patriotic tree, a snowflake tree, and an angel tree. So a Snoopy, Peanuts-themed tree. So there's a little bit of everything.
I think I like the Snoopy tree. I haven't even seen it, but I'm just picturing. I think I'd like the Snoopy tree.
It's my favorite.
Well, guys, best of luck with the fundraiser again this year. And you can always visit monthealth.com under the Foundation and Auxiliary tab to learn more. And once again, Kathy, let folks know where can they go to purchase the tickets, and what's the last day to purchase tickets?
Clear up until Friday at 11:59.
Wow, you can wait right till the last second, huh?
Yeah, we do have some superstitious people that do that.
Of course, it's kind of like an auction when you bid right at the last minute.
Yeah.
And again, where can folks go online, or can they come physically? Where can they come to get the tickets?
monthealth.com. They can purchase tickets online. They can come to the Mont Health Medical Center gift shop and in the front lobby on the weekend.
All right. Nate James, Director of Volunteer and Guest Services, Mont Health Medical Center, and Kathy Pompili, the Trees to Go chair, the Mont Health Auxiliaries Trees to Go fundraiser this year. Again, monthealth.com. Go to the Foundation and Auxiliary tab to learn more. Guys, thanks so much. Can't believe it's Christmas season, but it is here, and best of luck with the fundraiser.
Yes, thank you so
very
much for taking the time to speak with us today.
Hey, anytime, guys. Enjoyed it. All right, that'll do it for Mont Health Talk this week. And, of course, more information at the Mont Health Facebook page, as always.